We are four regular guys, not famous, not athletes, not professionals, but we talk a
I'm
lot about
all
football
four of those.
and maybe some other stuff. Yes, maybe four of
I'm a
those.
famous professional athlete,
Oh, okay. All right.
a household name.
So,
And then you wake up every morning.
household household name soon to become a household name as we jump right into some football. I heard Jeremiah Love's name thrown out a bunch of times, and I don't know really how to feel about it because I'm a Notre Dame fan and I didn't see what some people have been seeing, this Saquon Barkley-esque running back. I'll see
I
it.
don't know. I think he's got the talent. I think he's got the speed. I mean, he's got the Jonathan Taylor type speed. He's got the hands. I think he's proven that. He's a little bit tall. So, I mean, I think the right team, he looks good. I mean, I'd take him. If the Cowboys were up there, I wouldn't hate him if they drafted him. But I'm just curious how high he really goes. I'm just curious if the Cardinals reach for him at 3, or does he drop to 9? So
He won't drop from 3, and who's right after that? Oh, the Giants are there. I think they even have a possibility of picking him up at 5.
I don't think so.
Tennessee at
I think
4.
6 through
Still,
8 is where he goes, though.
it's a reach in my opinion.
One thing that's concerning is that his numbers are almost the same as Audric Estime's, and Estime was a 6th-round nobody that's playing for the Saints. Like, if you look at their numbers comparatively, they're the same.
I mean, but
I
has
muted
Denver,
my.
has Denver given Estime a chance to actually be a starter? No. So
No, but he did get more work in New Orleans last year. But I think my point was he's a 6th-round pick. Why is Love a top 10 pick and Estime is a 6th-round? That's what I'm saying. And again, I'd have to go back and look at more video because there might be something on the eye test that stands out. But it is a little.
Estimates fat and slow.
It's a little bit concerning that they have the same numbers.
Yeah, estimates fat and slow. Jeremiah Love is fast and.
They have the same.
But the eye test shows a quicker,
Yeah,
faster,
but
more
it's still
NFL
getting to
ready
the
running
same.
back.
It's still getting to the same numbers, and like that's
More
it is-
NFL ready running back.
yeah,
I'm just saying that
I think Love translates to the NFL better than Estime did. That's all.
I think it's. I'm not saying he's gonna be a bust, but it is a little bit concerning.
Yeah, it doesn't bother me. Numbers are numbers. It's how they look in the NFL. Look at what's his name last year. He didn't do hardly nothing because the team he went to was trash, and his numbers in college were fantastic.
Talking about
Good.
Genty.
Yeah, Genty.
Yeah, but you saw enough from Genty, just like, oh my goodness, he is going to
Sure.
be scary.
And just looking at them, Jeremiah Love looks better than Audric Estime. So
Yeah, but he's
numbers
not
aside
Genty.
don't matter to me.
I just think if you're a team rebuilding, pretty much the 1 through 5, you're obviously a team struggling to rebuild your franchise. A running back isn't in the picture yet. You got to wait till you get more built because all you're doing is wasting all the good years right now of that running back. And by the time you build it up, he's going to be aging out or ready for that big contract. You're going to have to trade him away anyways. You're better off getting the depth that you need on defense, offensive line, all those things. Only a team that is actually a contender or close to being a contender should be taking Jeremiah Love. And that's why I think he'll be drafted in around the 7 to 12 range because those teams could just bounce it back up, into the playoffs and be a competitor.
He's
1
too
through 5,
shiny. Too shiny. It's not going that far.
I mean, New
It's
England.
not. I mean, don't think he goes past 10. I honestly don't think he goes past 8, but somebody's going to trade up, But I'm just saying, if you're a team in the first 5 picks outside of a trade, you have no business drafting him. You have so many more needs that you need for your team if you really want to succeed.
Jeremiah Love. All right. Well, Larry's favorite quarterback, Kirk Cousins, got a job.
Josh Allen.
No, oh yeah, that's right. It is Josh Allen. Second favorite quarterback of all time. Kirk Cousins
No, it's
Mr.
not.
Moneybags.
got a contract in Atlanta to pay him way more than he needed. How
I think
did he get
I
that?
think I'm gonna hire his agent to get me into the NFL. I know I'm getting paid. Like that's the greatest agent of all time.
Didn't
I don't
they
even
already
get
bring
paid like
somebody
him.
else in too?
Well, Mendoza's gonna
Tua?
get drafted, but
Not by him though, but sorry, that's the Raiders. Kirk went
Who
to
signed
Falcons.
Cousins?
Raiders.
Falcons. What?
the
He was already on the
Raiders.
Falcons.
He went to the Raiders where they're gonna draft
Am I getting it?
Mendoza.
Who am I getting him mixed up with?
I don't know.
Tua went to the
Tua went
Falcons.
to the Falcons.
Well, son of a
Yeah,
bitch.
Kirk Cousins got signed to the Raiders.
Right, the Raiders.
So that means that they're planning on sitting Mendoza for a year or two and letting Cousins play.
Yeah, he's got 20 million guaranteed this year with a second-year option for the team to let him go.
Crazy.
Dude just
But the
always
deal was
gets
like
contracts.
The
I
deal
mean,
was like
man, that dude's rich.
130 million or 140 million or something.
So
for
is he the
5 years.
highest earning quarterback of all time at this point?
Yeah, he passed Brady.
Well, I mean, but Brady
That's
always
Brady.
took pay cuts.
That was crazy, bro. I'm talking about the greatest of all time fleecer. Be fleecing teams, bro.
You like that?
He might not even get playing time either.
Yeah, he'll play. Mendoza's
I
not
think
ready
he's
to
the
start with him.
starter for sure. I think Mendoza sits. That way,
I was
he can
watching
come
some
in.
of Mendoza's throws, and he's not a day one starter.
As pro day, yeah, his pro day was kind of weak.
I said his whole year. I watched the Oregon game. He has a limp noodle. He's got heart, but he has no strength. He's like Teddy Bridgewater with
So he just
more of
needs
a
some
drive
Viagra?
to win the game. The more I watched his tape, the more I was unimpressed with his throws.
I was impressed with his throws on tape, but man, his pro day looked sorry. His arm
Nah.
did look sorry.
Go back to week 6 and watch them play Oregon. Like his throws were atrocious. Some of those floaters are getting picked off in the NFL. I could see him having like a 4 or 5 interception day.
I think he's just going to need time. And
Yep,
I
he
think
needs
they
time.
realize
That's the point of the Cousins signing.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. And
I think he could get good.
but I think that maybe like unlike some other teams, that maybe it would be wise for them to be patient, because you see how it doesn't always work out. I mean, Bryce Young is still kind of inconsistent and has had some really bad games. He had a couple good ones, but
I mean, he didn't start playing good till they benched him those 6 games at
Yeah.
the beginning of the season. Then he came back in and started playing better. He just needed to know how to prepare for the games. I think they want Mendoza to see what a true starter, what he does, prepping for the week up to the game, his whole routine of getting ready game day. I think that's something that you can't just have them jump in and do. You need to see someone else do it so you know how to learn how to do it yourself.
Yeah, and it was the same for Cam Ward last year. They threw him to the Wolves, and it just didn't work out right away.
There's not too many people you can
quarterbacks.
do it. Even Mahomes got a year to sit. I mean, I think it makes a difference. Having that at least 1 year, if not 2. I mean, honestly, every quarterback should sit 2 years, at least 1 at a minimum before you. I don't care if you're the number 1 pick or not.
I was about to say that, at least 1.
Yeah, if it's not gameplay that they're getting, it's still the game speed and practice against the number 1 defense. Your number 1 defense.
And
so,
even with Denver, with Bo Nix, those first 4 or 5 weeks were brutal. That they had him out there. It was not pretty.
The exception to this rule, I might say, is someone let's say the Rams. Let's say somehow the Rams had the number 1 pick and Stafford retired. Yeah, I might throw him into that system because it's ready to win. They're a team ready to win, or any team that's,
they're not in complete disarray.
You could probably throw them in and let them learn the hard way. But most teams, especially teams drafting that early, there's no reason to just let him get hurt and let him get scared and develop bad habits. You might as well let him sit and learn how to do it right and let that team build.
Agreed. As far as player movement, I think that's like we're almost caught up, if not caught up now. So I'd like to have someone explain to me the rule changes for this year, because sure, I get the onside can be now done at any time during the game, which is lame because you still have to notify everybody and it's no longer
There's
fun.
no surprise onside.
Yeah.
But hey, why don't you go over the rule changes, because I haven't heard anything about it. So why don't you, educate
Well,
me real quick.
that's one. And really, the most significant other one I don't fully understand. So maybe someone can help me out. But it says that if a kicking team kicks the ball out of bounds, I'm not sure if it's out or in the back of the end zone, instead of the 25-yard line previously, they are now set at the 20. Can someone explain this to me?
Yeah, why 5
They
yards?
kick the ball out, it doesn't go to the 45.
See, that's the part I'm confused about. I guess it's not out of bounds. It's in the back of the end zone. And now
That's
instead of being at the 25, it's at the 20.
So it's incentivizing a kicker to kick it through the end zone to get
That's
him at
what
the 20.
See, that's what I thought the rule change would be doing.
Man, now you got to make me look it up, because I don't know. Let me read it for myself so I can actually interpret
Read
it.
it for yourself.
Yep.
Okay,
It
because
says they're moving the dead ball spot of out of bounds kicks to the 20-yard line from the 50.
I thought it was the 40.
45-yard line.
Yeah, maybe that's a typo in the.
no, it says 50 in the one I read, the multiple ones I read. See, please make sense of this rule change for me, because I still do not understand what the change is. All I know is the ball moved from the 25 to the 20, and it's penalized whenever you kick the ball out of bounds. Back of the end zone, out of bounds, I don't know. Help me understand.
Owners approved of the key rule changes focusing on dynamic kickoff tweaks, allowing onside kicks at any time, which I thought you could kick onside any time as long as you notify the other team in advance. But regardless of that, other changes include enhanced replay assistance for flagrant fouls and disqualifications, improved mental health resources with mandatory full-time clinicians, and adjustments to roster deadlines for international games. Kickoff alignment penalty. Receiving team alignment in the setup zone is modified to 5 players, and the penalty for kicking out of bounds from the 50-yard line is adjusted to limit incentives for intentional out-of-bound kicks. But who's ever kicking it out of bounds intentionally because the ball goes to the 45?
So this is what the rule was. If the kickoff takes place from the 50, so based on a penalty or something, and they're kicking it from the 50, which is pretty much a guaranteed touchback because you're going to kick that out of the back of the end zone.
Only in the event
dead ball is the 20-yard line now instead of the 25 or whatever it was.
So it's a very unique situation.
Okay,
Yes.
that makes sense. If you get the penalty and you're kicking it off from the 50 instead of the 40 now, instead of them getting to get the touchback and come out to the 25 or the 30 or whatever it's been, now it's the 20. That way you get your 10 yards back.
So there has to be a penalty assessed on the kickoff in order for this to be applicable. Is that right?
Exactly.
Because if you get that penalty, you kick a touchback, it still comes out to the 30. So who cares, right? And nothing changes. But now it's the 20. You get that 10-yard penalty back. It enforces that 10-yard penalty now.
Yeah.
So
instead of them getting the ball at the extra yards, they get it at the 20 instead. So that makes sense.
I see what you're saying. Okay. See,
all right, figure it out for everybody.
It was complicated. I didn't know what was happening.
What about make it take it? The old schoolyard.
You know, honestly, why even do a kickoff? Why not just, if the penalty is going to be put in on the kick, just bam, you start at the 15 and you're done. There's not even a kickoff. You just start at the 15. But I guess you take out the, he dropped it and the other team got it scenario, or the return.
Or a
But
shank
I don't
outside
mind
your
it.
foot.
At least it enforces that 10-yard penalty, because what does it do? Nothing happens, because it's still going to be a touchback regardless. They start at the same place. So I do like it. It enforces that 10-yard difference.
Yeah. It's
Did
fine
you
to
all?
me. It
Hey,
doesn't
did
bother
y'all
me.
see that the
Yeah.
referees are striking? Potentially, and they might have a problem. They might have to bring in the replacement refs for the
That's the
season.
reason for that rule change Brian just read, was that instant
Yeah.
replay assistance would be performed automatically for important games when replacement refs are implemented. They're like they totally were like, we're not going to pay these guys, so we're going to make this rule so nobody yells at us anymore.
So what the rule is the league personnel in the command center can now directly assist in identifying clear and obvious mistakes, including throwing flags for disqualifications, flagrant acts, or missed calls like roughing the passer or intentional grounding. Temporary officiating rule for 2026. The league allows the officiating department to correct clear and obvious mistakes aimed at addressing potentially officiating as noted by whatever that means.
It's in regards to the replacement refs. It's in regards to the replacement refs. Well, is anybody watching the Final Four in the last in basketball, NCAA basketball? No one?
Not me, man.
Yeah, I've been
too
looking at
busy
it.
with life.
Well, that UConn game right before, man, I forget where they played. Man, that was
Duke.
incredible.
We're talking about
Was it
men's or
Duke?
women's?
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
that
Duke,
last second
Duke.
three. Oh yeah.
Oh, for
And
Duke,
then
when Duke lost?
Yeah.
Yeah. That was a nice three.
now a couple of blowouts later, and Michigan looks like they're
But
about to.
honestly, I was expecting them to lose at some point. I mean, every game they were getting their butts whooped in the first half, and somehow they were coming back and winning in the second half. So, I mean, it was bound to happen, in my opinion. And they've been playing without their starter the whole year, right? I mean, he's been out the whole year, their main guy.
Who? North Carolina?
For
You're talking
Duke?
about UConn?
No, for Duke. I think they've been
No,
out.
Duke's
Their
main
main
guy's
player, I
been
think, has
there
been
the
out
whole
all
time.
year.
No, Cameron Boozer is their main guy, and he just won Player of the Year. He hasn't missed any time.
Hmm.
Yeah,
Maybe
he
I'm
kind of
thinking of a
cost them the
different
game at
team.
the end with the turnover.
But
I
they're
think-
really
I think-
democracy.
Michigan's gonna win. Michigan looks really tough right
Hands down, they look like they're about to blow. It's UConn, right?
now.
UConn
And then
out the
UConn
water.
has their best player hurt, so
Yep, he's in a walking boot with a sprained ankle, so that's bad.
So,
Mm.
Mid-season, I told Jason I thought Michigan was the best team, and then at the start, I didn't do a bracket, but I told him that I figured it'd be a 1 seed, and I thought it was going to be Michigan versus Arizona.
even though they
But he
can't
was like,
play
"Oh, they're on the same side." I was like, "Oh, well, then that's the real championship game."
although Arizona was bad last night.
Yeah, they got spanked.
Or Michigan was just that good.
UCLA
Michigan was that good.
UCLA won the women's. They destroyed
Yeah, I know.
South
Oop,
Carolina.
They totally blew out South Carolina.
Yep, Texas only lost by 7.
Which was crazy because I was expecting the UConn women to come in and destroy everybody.
And then they got blown out by South Carolina.
Yeah, they did. They got held to 48 points.
Cooper Flag.
51.
51, 52.
51
Yeah,
points.
what was it?
Youngest
51.
51, I believe. Youngest
Cooper
player
Flag.
ever. Only teenager ever to score 50.
Yeah.
He played at Duke, so he sucks.
You know, like I really liked Luka, and I was really mad when they made that trade. I mean, but Dallas got lucky to get the first round pick and got Cooper Flag, so they traded one white guy for the next white guy, you know, the great white hope in the NBA. So, I mean, I do think Cooper has the potential to have a little bit more skill set. He's a little bit longer in player, but Luka has got a shot that, I don't know, his shot's pretty. I mean,
I'll tell you,
step
there's
back,
something
fade
that
away.
they're very similar in, and that's defense.
Yeah.
Non-existent. on either side.
Cooper plays better defense.
No, I think Cooper plays way better defense. I felt like Luka could come up short. Although this year,
It's not good
I don't
enough.
know what got into him, but he's been playing a lot better defense this year.
I don't know, but they lost that game, and I believe the opponent scored like above 130 points on them. So yeah,
But is
I'm
that
gonna go with he
Cooper or is
doesn't
that
play defense.
the whole
They
team?
don't have anybody else
During that game. During that game, the Cooper scored 51. I'm
I
saying
mean, they traded away everybody they had. They traded away Anthony Davis. I mean, I don't even know what happened to
Kyrie's out for the year.
Kyrie. Is he still there?
He's out for the year. He got hurt last year.
I mean, he's been out for the last 2 years then, basically.
He tore up his
Yeah, he tore up his knee, I think, at the very end of
He's
last
always
year.
had
So
a
he was
bad
missing
knee.
the whole year.
So
they're going to have another top 10 pick, and they're going to have Kyrie coming back plus Flag, so they should be a lot better next year.
But it won't matter as long as Wembanyama can breathe and play basketball.
he's good, but
I mean, I can't discredit Flag though. Like that isn't like that's impressive.
You said he's good, but he ain't what?
He's not like superstar level yet.
You must
he
not be
needs-
watching.
Might be the
he needs
MVP,
more
so
talent
he's
around
definitely
him, you know.
He's probably going to win the MVP this year. I don't know about you mean by superstar. Like if
I
you
mean, I'm
go
just saying one good season doesn't translate
he's
into.
been good every year he's been in the league.
He's been progressing every
This
year.
is
He's
his
been in
third
the
year,
league.
and this will be probably his third straight defensive player of the year.
Who's that?
Wembanyama. Go watch some
Oh
Wemby
no,
highlights.
he's unstoppable.
You're going to see some of the most ridiculous stuff that you've never seen
Unstoppable.
in the NBA ever.
He just like from the 3-point line, he takes one step, dude, and he's dunking.
Yep.
He's just so long. It's crazy what he's gonna do.
Man,
If
we
he
are
just put
so
the-
quick to
if he could
suck
just
up to some
put
of these
just the
players.
slightest
Nope,
bit of
dude.
muscle on him, I
He's
wouldn't want to
good,
put
bro.
too much muscle, but if he just puts a little bit of muscle on him, I mean, dude,
Like watching him
Unstoppable.
play, if he stays healthy, he's the best player in the NBA right now.
I agree.
You can't. Nobody. If he takes a shot, there isn't a human in the NBA that can block him. The only thing you can do is to stop him is foul him, and hope he gets hurt.
And,
I
he,
think
and he's quick.
other thing-
He can dribble. He's got moves for how big he is. He can dribble and he's shifty.
San Antonio has hit on all those other draft picks too. That's kind of
Yeah,
what.
Stephon Castle's a beast.
So
Dylan
that's what
Harper's
Dallas
really
needs.
well.
Dallas needs to get a top 10 draft pick, hit on that draft pick, and pull in one good free agent to where they got 4 also. And if Kyrie comes back, if they could do that, I mean, they got a team.
And actually,
I'm a Mavericks fan, obviously.
the Spurs have beaten Oklahoma City in like 6 of 7 this year.
They're number 1, right, in the West?
They're number 2 behind Oklahoma City,
Oh, okay.
but they have Oklahoma City's number, and that looks like that's going to be the Western Conference Final.
You know who's really impressed me this year? And I haven't even watched basketball in years, but I've been paying attention this year for some reason. Don't ask me why, but LeBron, man, he looks good this year. And this dude's like, what, 42?
He had moments, but he
41?
actually looks worse this year than he has in a long
I
time.
don't know. A couple of games I watched, man, I mean, this dude is dunking like he was 20 years old. I mean, I watched him play against the Rockets a couple weeks back. And, I mean, this dude got an alley-oop, and, I mean, just straight reaching from back here, catching it and slamming it and just looking like he's 20. I mean,
The problem is he
Dude's
can't
awesome.
do it on his own anymore. And
well, of course not. He's 44.
What,
49,
Luka and-
whatever.
Luka
I
and
think he's
Austin Reeves
41.
hurt. With them two hurt now for 4 to 6 weeks, they're doomed.
He can't play an entire game anymore.
No,
because he's
but
too
neither
old.
can Kevin Durant. I mean, if you watch Durant, who's like 37, they only use him in the second half. They barely use him in the first half. If he is in the game, he's a decoy in the first half. He doesn't really start scoring until the second half. Like they
Ever
conserve
since
him,
he ruptured his Achilles, he has not been the same player.
you know.
Not consistently the same.
I
that's
think
for
in
sure.
basketball that injury is the most impactful, and because it's basketball. I mean, that's your spring. That's basketball. You need that, and I don't think anybody comes back from that fully.
Well then.
Yeah.
All right. I got something off the wall for you guys. Non-football, non-sports related. The 4 regular guys are at my house. coming up with creative ideas on the channel. And suddenly, we hear 2 large bangs and then a scream. Go to look out the window. Can't see anything other than just the normal scenery. We head outside together, and as we round the corner, there's a Tyrannosaurus Rex. It looks right at us. We freeze, and for 5 seconds, we're just staring at this beast. Larry! Let that replay again, because it totally blocked it out. All right, there we go. Larry, do we run?
Is it walking at us like that?
No, it's staring
They
at
get
us.
up to 30 miles per
5
hour, bro.
seconds.
They get up to 30 miles per hour.
It's been staring at us for 5 seconds. We haven't moved. Do we run?
No, you got to stand still. It's going to chase
Why?
movement.
What? It's going to chase movement. Brian? Jason?
I know this much that I agree with Larry. We don't move. But if one of y'all moves, I'm kneecapping you and throwing your ass towards him, and then I'm running.
Jason?
If we run
Jason?
opposite directions, at least one of us is going to live.
Okay.
Well, only one of us will probably die.
I'm on board with Larry and
I
potentially
mean, go back in the
Brian.
house.
I don't know about kneecapping, but we're standing still because as soon as we move, the chase begins.
I don't want to run from that.
There's no outrunning it.
No, there's no outrunning it.
I mean, like, I
You go
can't
through
run
the house
I
and out the
can't.
back door and hope.
I mean, what is the fastest NFL player run? Like 22 miles per hour? They can run 30. We got no luck. You know, maybe we can hop in a car and take off.
No. There's no way we make it to the car in time. He's close enough to where he might have seen us. But the point is, predators react to the chase. So as long as we're standing still, he might not have seen us. You know, when you look at something in your peripheral and you're not sure if you've seen it, so you turn your head and you stare.
It's like a
Maybe
deer,
he didn't
man.
see us.
And
like
you
a
don't know
deer.
how good or bad the sight is on a T-Rex. So
It's actually exceptional.
Or if you just go up and pet it.
well, that's hearsay because nobody lived when dinosaurs
Good
were
boy.
walking here. So
I think that the 3 of us are going to live because Jason just offered to go pet it.
oh, cool. As soon as he walks forward, I'm out. I'm
Yeah.
running.
Through the house
Jay,
and
where you-
out the
okay, I'm
back
out.
door. Through the house and out the back door. But he might not have seen us. I say we stand still because he could just walk the opposite direction because he didn't know if he saw something moving or not.
If it's the middle of the day, something's going to move to catch his attention. He's going to leave, then we can go. That's what's going to happen. A car's going to drive by and he's going to look over it and start chasing it. That's what's going to happen.
Hopefully. Just got to stand still long enough. Well, I agree. Don't run. But that just kind of, it throws in the face of the Jurassic Park myth about, if you just stand still. No, they can still see you. It was a myth. Movie fibs. Okay? They can still see your dumbass. It's just whether or not you're going to run and excite them, and then the chase is on.
I mean, it still might come over and just start trying to eat us. So
No, sure. If it comes,
how many bullets would it take?
ooh, how many bullets? Dang.
Because I think
I guess
that'd probably
depends
be
on
my
how big
reaction,
your
to be
gun
honest.
is. If you just have a pistol, you probably don't have enough. Them things are big.
I mean, it's just
I think you need something strong to penetrate.
Like an elephant gun.
Something
You want-
50 caliber. Would be nice.
I mean, all you gotta do is hit it in the eyeballs.
Have y'all seen Harlem Nights?
No.
That movie?
It's been a long time.
You've never seen Harlem Nights? That movie's great.
I mean, if I've seen it, I don't know it by
It's
name.
Eddie Murphy and Richard Pryor.
And those 2 guys are shooting.
Oh,
with
I
machine
have
guns.
seen that.
Those two guys are shooting with machine guns, and that one guy in the middle is with like a little cat pistol.
It's like, what?
Will you stop shooting that damn thing?
He loves that gun.
So
In all honesty,
Well-
I mean, if there's a T-Rex, that means there's a raptor, right? Somewhere else.
No,
I mean, so like at that point, I mean, you might as well just let the T-Rex eat you because I'd rather
I
get.
didn't say we were. I didn't say we were like stay tuned and inside a Jurassic Park movie or something like that. I'm just saying if it just showed up and it was there, what would you do?
we're assuming there is no raptor.
Yeah.
I just see a T-Rex.
I guess I'm gonna start running and hope one of y'all just stay still, and then it's like,
If you
I don't know.
run and we all stay still, it's going to chase you. It's not going to come for us.
Heck yeah, I'm getting on the ground.
It definitely is going to go for the moving
you think it's just
target.
gonna run by you?
Yes,
Yes.
it's gonna go
100%.
for the moving target. Yes.
All right,
He's
then
I'll
I'll
be-
be,
excited.
I'll be the sacrificial lamb, so
I
you guys
feel
can
like-
live.
I feel like even if it was, if you
I'll
took
lay
it, as-
down my life for the three of
if
you.
you
There you
took
go.
the idea of a predator like that and it was a lion and the four of us are standing there and it's looking at us and you run, it's going to chase you. It ain't going to, its natural instinct is to chase its prey.
Yeah.
So you run,
Yeah.
it's going to go for you first and then we can get
Be
away.
excited.
They tend to like look for the weakling left behind.
Nah,
That
I
doesn't
think
run
it's,
away.
it's
They look for the
natural.
easy prey. As far as lions, in my opinion.
It's
But anyway,
instinctual to chase. I agree with you, Larry.
how
It's
about we go
the
with something
instinct
like
to
a
chase.
lion? How about we change it to a lion or a tiger because a dinosaur is just unrealistic. So maybe how about if it was a lion or a tiger? What would you do?
I think we were going for unrealistic.
Yes, we are going for the unrealistic, the
If
absurdity.
you jump
of
into a
it all.
swimming pool and there's a Mosasaurus in there with you, what do you do?
No, shut.
You've already seen the tiger in The Hangover.
Die.
You get eaten. That's what happens.
Die. I'm gonna be back here in a second, but I want to ask you guys a question when I do. Who holds the single quarter record for most total yards in an NCAA game? In one quarter.
What are we
It's
talking about? What
305,
sport?
by the way. 308, 305, I forget.
What are we talking? What sport? What are
Yeah,
we
I
talking
don't
about?
understand if what exactly he's talking about. I assume college.
Here, let me
football?
ask you a vague question and walk away so you have no time to think about it.
I'm assuming he's meaning college football because there aren't quarters in basketball.
He's saying hoarder?
Quarter. What is the NCAA record for the amount of yards in a quarter for one
But
player?
is it passing, receiving, or rushing?
I don't know. He said 300 and something. I assume it's passing. He wasn't very specific.
Well, we had that question here that who's the all-time leading passer in the NCAA?
Yeah, it's Case Keenum. That one is
He
easy.
said, what Chicago Bear quarterback?
Maybe he's talking about running backs because that'd be Corey Dillon with 222 yards in one quarter.
Yeah, but he said that it was like 305 or something.
Dillon also set the record for most all-purpose yards in a quarter with 305. So he had 222 rushing and 305 total yards.
Yeah, you didn't give us a specific, so we didn't know what you were talking about.
Total yards in an NCAA game in one quarter.
Of what?
Corey
a
Dillon,
running
then.
back, a quarterback,
Of a
receiver,
college game.
a
Corey
whole
Dillon.
team.
Oh,
Like you
by a
didn't do-
player?
by a running back. Okay. We didn't
Corey
know what kind of
Dillon.
I said-
yards. It could be
I
anything.
said player.
Yeah, that could be anything.
There
No.
was one game I remember that Nebraska had 700 yards rushing against Baylor.
So
I just
what
heard-
I'm saying,
I
Andre
just
Ware
heard-
had 340 yards passing.
I just heard Brian say the answer when I came in.
yes, because we were trying to figure it out, and based on the number you gave us, we were looking up things that would match that.
Oh,
I didn't know what you were
So,
talking
we
about.
didn't know if you were
Quarterback.
talking
I didn't even know
passing,
what sport you were
receiving,
talking about.
Rushing, all-purpose,
football.
which your answer was all purpose, not just rushing. So
Yeah, total. That's
Cor-
why I said
Corey
total.
Dillon had 305,
Yeah,
and
that
then
was it.
Andre Ware had 340 passing.
Yeah, I wasn't counting the quarterbacks. Kind of unfair on that one.
unless you specifically said quarterback.
Yeah, yeah. Generally, when you say that kind of thing, you mean wide receiver, running back.
And that was in
Yeah,
1996.
Corey Dillon.
Yeah, Corey Dillon's old.
He had a good career, played with the Bengals. Then he went off to the Patriots and won some Super Bowls.
Yeah, he
Not only
torched
that-
them for one game.
Yeah, he did. Hey, that was when he had the single game rushing
278.
record in the NFL.
He
He
broke
had
Walter
1
Payton's
point.
record.
Yeah, he at 1 point had the record for the most
Yeah,
yards in a
for a
single
little
game.
while, a couple
And
years.
then,
That was when he was a Bengal.
And then that guy for the Ravens broke it, and then Peterson broke that one.
Jamal
Jamal
Lewis.
Jamal
Yeah.
Lewis, yeah, and then Peterson broke it. He still holds it today.
Which I was surprised
296
Jamal Lewis
yards.
was broke that record because he was kind of like a Deuce Staley, short, stubby leg kind of runner. But
And you know what's funny about Peterson's 296-yard single game rushing record is he didn't play the last 10 minutes of the fourth quarter.
You know,
So
when you
he
look at the
would've
top 20,
300 by a long way. That's crazy.
Hey, most rushing yards by one running back in an NCAA Division I game. Who is the running back?
Oh, I don't have any idea.
Samaje Perine.
dang.
427 yards rushing.
What I was going to say is when you look at that list of top 20 single game rushing records, Corey Dillon's name shows up twice.
You're going to the NFL?
Yeah, in a single game rushing record,
I think
he shows
Jamal
up
Lewis
twice.
is up there too.
No, Jamal has just one, I believe.
said top
I know
20?
Corey Dillon has like two. I think it's 4 and 16 or something like that. And JT's also on that in the top 20 twice. Surprisingly, I think Jamal Charles I saw. Derrick Henry's in the top 20. O.J. Simpson, Walter Payton. Me.
oh, y'all stop
Yeah, Jamal Charles is almost on there twice. O.J. Simpson's on there twice as well.
He was a beast back in the day.
Too bad
O.J.
Jamal
Simpson
Charles
might be
had
the greatest
injuries,
running
or
back
he
in
could have
history.
been one of the top backs ever.
O.J.
I
Simpson is the
100%.
only running back to break 2,000 yards in 14 games.
Chris Johnson was pretty good too at one point.
But I just what
Him and
O.J.
Jamal
Simpson
Charles
did,
had a
I feel
similar
like
career.
it gets overlooked because he goes around and stabs people. So apparently he was stabbing NFL defenses too back in his day.
He's murdering them. That's what you really wanted to say.
I'm just telling you, bro. 2,000 yards in 14 games.
Yeah,
I feel like you have to put him in the argument as the greatest to ever
he
do
was a cut above the rest.
it. Ooh, here's a name that you don't hear a lot anymore. Arian Foster, 231 yards.
Foster. But that
Doug
was
Martin.
pre-vegan, by the way.
This all-time
Arian Foster.
NCAA passing yards leaders list is so weird looking. Because number 1 is Case Keenum, and
What?
number 2 is Dylan Gabriel.
At Houston, right?
Yeah,
Yes, Houston. He
And
broke
then
all kinds of records in Houston.
Dylan Gabriel's 2. And Timmy Chang is 3.
Who?
Timmy
Oregon.
Is that
Chang,
from Hawaii?
he played
I think
for Hawaii
Oregon.
back in the 2000s. Landry Jones,
Alabama, right?
Oklahoma.
Oklahoma.
Oh,
Graham
okay.
Harrell,
Graham Harrell. I haven't
Yeah.
heard that name in
Texas.
a long time.
Sam Hartman,
You got me on that one too.
Bo Nix,
Who's that guy?
yeah, Ty Detmer,
Wow.
Ty Detmer.
yes,
Dog, Ty Detmer.
Will
All that
Rogers.
shows is that everybody on that list is not a good quarterback in the NFL. So there you go about Bo Nix.
He's not
I
in
better
good
start
company,
looking for
bro.
a new one right now.
Will Rogers, Kellen Moore, Baker Mayfield. And that's the 11. That was
There you go. I mean, none
Philip
of them are
Rivers is
quarterbacks.
21. Penix is 17.
Dog, Adrian Peterson holds the record, and he's not on the list again until tied for 45 with 224 yards. I figured he'd be on this list more than that, but he's not.
He's probably up there for broken tackles.
Maybe, but that's crazy. I was expecting to be on here more often. Derrick Henry's on here twice.
All-time passing yards in one
Jonathan
season.
Taylor's on here twice.
Honestly, if you
I
want to
said.
take career from high school, college, NFL, Derrick Henry has to be the king. He has to be King Henry because if you look at his stats from all three levels, I mean, who competes with him?
I mean, a lot of people. He did really good though.
This one's gonna blow your mind though. All-time passing leader for a single season in the NCAA. 5,967 yards.
Ken Dorsey.
Dan Marino.
Bailey Zappi.
Oh, I knew that. I didn't hear your question. Bailey Zappi. Yeah, he broke
Still
all
a
kinds of
backup somewhere?
records.
Wasn't he with the Chiefs last year or somebody?
No.
No, he wasn't a Chief.
Last I heard, it was the Patriots and the Raiders. I haven't heard him since those two destinations.
I don't know if he plays for anybody right now. Yeah, because you got to
Yeah,
remember when Minshew went out with the Chiefs, it was that guy that nobody'd ever heard of.
Yeah.
Because it would have been Zappi next.
Jets. He is the quarterback.
Yeah, he's on the Jets. J-E-T. He might get a shot over there.
Yeah, all those quarterbacks.
No, I mean, Aaron Glenn thinks that Geno Smith is the best quarterback in the NFL.
Yeah,
Aaron Glenn's not going to have a job in a year.
With Seattle.
Bro's
he'll
gone
get
in a
fired
year.
mid-season probably.
Yep. Teenagers will ride their skateboards onto the field and go, "You're fired."
No, they're scooters. They're little like,
They're scooters.
Yeah, the
Right. Or
e-scooters.
electric bikes.
yes. They're rich, so they don't have to pedal.
Wait, those things are pretty legit, man, and they're pretty inexpensive now. $300, something like that. Yeah. All right, I got another one. Jason. The 4 regular guys are sitting at Pluckers. Just got done watching the game. It was an exciting one. Pay our tab, and we walk out together. And as we walk out the front door, we're transported to an alien world. At first, confused, totally freaked out, but they made us feel comfortable. And after about a couple of hours of spending time there, they treated us to just nothing but kindness. And as they tell us that we are the first humans to ever visit their planet, and they may not be able to ever have anyone back. They know about us and they want to help us out. They want to give us something that will cure all diseases on planet Earth, Jason. All diseases.
Before we answer
So the question
this,
is,
before we go any further, how high did you get before you came up with all these topics and questions?
I jumped, it was really high. I was on the plane. I was losing like consciousness. Altitude was real high. So, but yes,
Anyways,
Jason, do we
Back to the
take
question.
do we take this cure back with us?
Why wouldn't you if there's no
What's the
choice?
catch?
There is no catch. It's just what we're being told. Face
Sure.
value. We're taking this. We're taking this.
I mean, I don't understand the question.
The question is, you got transported. They offered a cure. They were really, really nice. Do you take the cure?
I mean,
With
like,
you.
as opposed to what? What is the alternative?
Not taking it.
That's like dumb, dude.
Why
Like,
is
hey,
it dumb?
Hey, Roy, you came to my house and I said, hey, before you go home, you want to take this $1 million with you? Yes or no?
That's it.
like, why would you not take it?
Except context matters. And one, it's not your house I went to. It's a stranger's house I've never met before. And not only was I there, I was there against my will, transported to your house. And secondly, I don't know if that's $1 million or it'll blow up into confetti or it's counterfeit. I don't know. And
So
I
you're
don't know
saying
these
that it may
aliens.
not be a cure. It could actually be a disease that
Exactly.
could kill
Something
everybody.
else. Yeah.
But couldn't they have just dropped that off on their
Okay,
own?
well, why don't you ask that in your question?
No, I don't have to. You can
Because you're
deduce
saying
that
you're
you
just
don't
saying
just
it's
trust
automatically
aliens.
the
I don't have to
cure.
just go trust aliens.
Well, you
I would
just you
take
go
it.
find the sickest person you know, you give them the cure, and if it doesn't cure them, then you know that you need to destroy it.
I'm not even taking it back.
I'll take it because I mean, what's the worst that can happen? The person that's going to die dies. The best thing that can
It
happen
could
is the
be a
person that's going to die
biological
is
weapon
healed.
that wipes because innately the universe is chaos. And so if they're anything like us, they want resources consuming to do
Well, they're
those
not going to
kinds
get
of
much
things.
here, so we're
So
good to go.
nice biological weapon would be really sufficient to send it back with some couple of idiots that decide, yeah, definitely these guys I just met for a
Why would
couple
they need
hours.
the
They're
biological
cool.
weapon? They can already teleport us. I mean, that means they already are more advanced and they could just destroy us anyway. So, like,
I ain't taking no vial and nothing. All I'm saying, guys, like, I
I'd
don't know
take it.
what we're doing here. Well, then I don't know what to say. I don't even know if I'm going back with you. I'm going to stay with these weird
well, how
aliens.
about we just test it on one of the four guys and see what happens?
Well, which
Jason
one of us
pet
has
the
cancer?
dinosaur.
So he's obviously willing to be the first.
No, it's somebody
guinea pig.
else's turn.
I guess if one of
It's
y'all
someone
has
else's
herpes
turn.
or cancer or something, we can.
I
try
mean,
to
I
cure
got
it.
a lot of sickness. I got a lot of ailments and joint issues and all kinds of stuff. So
He was
I'll
going
be
to
the
take
guinea
the.
pig.
He was going to take the fall for the T-Rex. I might as well take it for the vial of cure, right?
Yeah.
No, maybe I'm the T-Rex whisperer.
Oh yeah. Well, one's going to pet the T-Rex. One was going to run from it. I wasn't going
I'm
nowhere.
convincing y'all we're not taking nothing with us. We don't know these people. They're just going to have to try again later. It ain't going to be with us.
I mean, like,
We'll
who's to
slap it
say
out your
that we're
hand.
even gonna like get teleported back?
They're just saying we are. You're right. They could be mad because we don't take it.
And then they murder us and blow up the Earth
Mm.
anyway. And come to find out it was real, and it was actually they were trying to help us because they wanted to form an alliance.
Hey, if
They're
they
like,
get mad because we
you
don't
want
take
to
it,
take our cure? Well, cool. Here's the anal probe.
well, you know
don't
what?
know.
If that's the case, it was a biological weapon the entire time. Because why are you gonna get mad? Because
And then
I'm
Roy
not
will
gonna
take
take.
the fall for
I
that.
don't know
though.
you.
I know he'll be happy about that. Probe. They can let us all go back. Roy will be the one to take that fall.
As long as it has some pictures
Spikes
I
on
can
it?
watch while it's all happening.
I mean, in
Entertain
all
me.
reality, that it could we could do that to each other now. So I mean,
I don't want to get probed by.
no, I'm talking about biological warfare.
That's fair too.
I'm just saying.
No, true. I'm just saying, guys, I don't want to trust the aliens. We don't know these people. We don't know what they're going to do. And if they're going to get mad because we don't take it, we automatically have our answer.
Probe for everyone. Probe for everybody.
Would you?
There's only
Next
one person who knew
question.
where that show was from.
Well, pausing on
Oil
scenarios.
for everybody.
Really, what out of our teams alone, not a player, but just positional wise, where would you like to see them draft? Defensive tackle, linebacker, cornerback, wide receiver. What would you prefer your team to draft this year?
Safety.
Number one, safety. Safety.
I really wish they would have got Nick Imamori last year.
Offensive line, please, God. Please. I'm
Please.
begging you.
Last offseason, that's all you talked about is how y'all had the best offensive line.
No, that's
And y'all
not
brought
what I
in
said.
all these people.
What I said was we increased our offensive line heavily, and we should be a top 5 offensive line. And it was not. The people we brought in sucked worse than the ones that were there before. That's what happened.
Good eye. But yeah, I'd say offensive line too. Trent's might not even get signed again. I don't know, but
He's
we
going
need
to
depth.
retire.
Yeah, we need it.
They're going to
We
have
need
to
to
pay
replace
him.
And for Denver, we already know, right? Quarterback,
Tight
Ty
end.
Simpson.
I
Tight
mean,
end.
what's Denver's weakest position right now?
Tight end.
Wide
Really?
receiver.
Running back.
They had if Dobbins is healthy, he'll be a top 5 running back.
He won't stay healthy. That doesn't happen with Dobbins.
Harvey had a ton of touchdowns too, so I'm okay with that tandem.
Doesn't seem
I
like
don't
a
know.
lot of confidence there.
I'll take a cornerback or a safety, but I want a safety. But it's got to be someone equivalent. Man, if they just could have got Nick Imamori from last year, I mean, that would have just made the Cowboys so awesome. I mean, that dude was a beast. I knew he was going to be good.
All right, I'll go ahead and keep it rolling. Brian, the 4 regular guys are on a motherfucking boat. Look at us, we're on a motherfucking boat. And we feel this large bump on the boat. Suddenly it capsizes. It's completely upside down. We're launched from the boat 10 feet away. We don't know what just happened, but we suspect something's in the water. We're treading water for a while, and we've got our life vests on, luckily. And we're treading water for a second, and a large mass comes and hovers through our feet. And then again. And then in the distance, we see on the horizon a large fin come out the water as it travels kind of horizontally, approaching a bunch of birds that are sitting on the water, and jumps out and grabs them. Now we see it coming towards us. We just may all die.
Well, from the beginning,
What do we do?
y'all must have tied me up and took me hostage for me to even be in that scenario, because I ain't getting on no boat.
It was a yacht.
No,
Yeah,
I mean, I've been on 2 cruises, and let me just tell you, even that is a no. I just no. I
was invited to
water
multiple
is a no
cruises,
for
and I
me.
say no every time.
Yeah, I'm just not doing it.
No.
You want me to take me in you want to take me on a lake in a little fishing boat? And I got a
Won't do
life
that
vest.
either.
It's one thing.
Won't do that either.
That's about as far as I'm going. In some
Jennifer was
water.
so
saying if I
mad when I
had
wouldn't get on their boat with them. I hated it.
If we won like a yacht trip, you're saying that you wouldn't go?
No,
No, why?
absolutely would
Okay.
not get on a boat.
Especially
on
out in the
Bro,
ocean.
yachts.
Especially out in the
No.
ocean, man.
Nope.
I'm out.
0 chance.
Okay. Well,
Brian
As soon as
doesn't
I fall
want to do
off,
it, and I can tell you, I'm even less likely to do it than Brian because Brian's actually went on a cruise, and I won't do that.
Yeah.
So
Let me just say this: I can't hold my breath for like 10 seconds underwater. Like, no.
I'm
You
good
got a
on
life
the ocean.
vest, okay?
Nope.
You got
I got
a
a
life
life
vest.
vest.
Nope.
So what?
You took look.
Those waves are going to be so big, pushing me under, and I'm just going to be underwater
all right,
trying to
well,
come
then
back up.
we're suspending belief. All right,
I'm
disbelief.
just going to lay there,
Got
Roy,
on the
hope it
boat.
doesn't
You had
eat
some
everybody else.
PCP. You got some PCP. You got on the boat. You were there. Okay, you're on a boat. Now you're off the boat and you're in the water.
Nope.
And I just want to survive. How do we survive?
Not doing it.
I guess I just lay there with my gun, and then when it goes to eat me, I'm inside of it, I just start shooting. So at least everybody else lives. I don't know, Roy. Like your hypotheticals are like too far out there. I don't know. I'm just gonna chill. I'm just gonna chill and hope it's not me. Because I guess
Jason
I'm
can
high
tell
on
you how I feel
PCP,
about
so I
boats.
won't even know what's going on, right?
Like Jason will tell you how I feel about boats. I won't do it. My parents just asked me again the other day, hey, if we go on a cruise and we pay for you, will you come? I said no, not a chance.
I'm not against going on a cruise. It's not.
Nope.
I'm not really. I don't like being on the water,
Nope.
really. But
See, at least cruises, they have all these extra boats that you can get on if the cruise were to shit like sink.
Yep.
They have all these
Let me know
boats.
how that works.
But
I'll be here on land.
But on a yacht, there's not enough room for that people to get on that extra boat.
I'm not getting on any boat.
Like I'm not into that. Being out in the ocean
tugboat,
stuff.
sailboat, cruise ship, Titanic. I'm good. As soon as the Titanic went down, that was it for me. I'm not doing it. Like
I
if that
got a
giant
lot of
boat goes
Viking
down, I'm not getting
ancestor
on
in
any
me.
boat ever. Never.
I got a lot of Viking ancestor in me, but man, it's definitely I don't have their desire to build boats and go across the ocean. Like that didn't translate into my bloodline. I am too far removed from that lineage.
There's 3 things in this world I won't do. I won't go cave diving or scuba diving. That's kind of the same thing, like going in the water in the caves.
Cave
Won't do
diving's
that.
scary.
I won't climb a mountain, and I won't get on a boat in the middle of the ocean. Never ever.
Never ever, ever.
Well, you guys ruined that one. Like, God, man, I'm just saying, would it make it easier if I said we were on a helicopter over the ocean?
Why do we have to get attacked by things, Roy?
I mean, because
is there any other scenario that's the same thing as the T-Rex?
Yeah, death is the most motivating thing in forever for everyone. So I'm throwing the biggest motivator out there. That's all.
No.
All right, well, I got 2 more. So.
I have no control over the situation. If it's going to eat me, it's going to eat me, right?
Yeah, you're in the middle of the ocean, bro. You're dead. If it wants to eat you, where are you supposed to go?
And what's the chances of me getting rescued before I starve to death out there?
Are you going to punch it in its nose when it comes up? No, you're not.
I mean, what can you do?
Yeah, well, that's the point. That's the question. What
bro,
can you do?
You're going to get eaten. There's nothing you can do.
Okay. I'm not saying that there isn't. We may all die. That's the point.
If it wants to eat us, we are all dead.
No. If we can get enough obstruction, like the life vest, in the way of its mouth, we could potentially get an eye or a gill, and then they'll give up.
You said you made it sound like it's bigger than a killer whale, bro. What kind of life vests are we going to find that are going to get in the way?
I just said it was big. I didn't say how big it was. I mean, logically big, not like it's a great white. It's huge, it's ginormous, but it's not that big to where you can't stick at least something barrier in between you. I suggest the life vest and grab a gill. If they feel it, they're going to give up.
All right, my answer is because obviously somehow you dragged me on this boat. I'm shoving you in its mouth as the obstruction so I could live. Like, there you go.
I've heard kneecapping from you, and I've heard shoving into Shark's mouth.
Don't get stuck with me out of the four of us. I'm a survivalist by
So
any means.
The fact that I'm on this boat is already a problem. So,
Yes.
like we already are no longer friends after this boat, even if we make it back, because I don't want to be on that.
And it sounds like me. It sounds like Larry's helping me shove you in his mouth. So
I might.
All right, you got some more scenarios that are a
Jason,
little
At
bit
least
less.
I know that I'm not getting on a boat with you guys now.
I mean, if I get on a boat with you, that should be your first thought that something's wrong, because I'm not getting on a boat ever. You can ask anybody that knows me, like knows me. Yeah, I'm not getting on a boat. I don't even want to get on a speedboat on the lake.
You ever seen that video from the Lonely Island, T-Pain?
Yeah, I'm on a boat.
That's what I said at the beginning.
He was singing it.
Yeah,
no.
I'm on a motherfucking
I don't want to be on a
You
sailboat.
got any more?
Paddle
You
boat,
got any more scenarios that don't involve getting eaten?
a kayak.
Yes, as a matter of fact, the last two don't involve any
right.
predators.
Well, let's
and
jump
any
into
kind of
that.
stuff like that.
Let's
Okay,
jump into
then.
that.
Okay, Jason.
Somebody's
Jason.
getting beat up.
Jason. The four regular guys are walking through Yellowstone Park. We go up the trail and we're enjoying ourselves. Don't tell me that you guys don't want to go on a hike and you didn't want to get on a boat. I don't want to hear that garbage. Okay, we're on a fucking hike and we go along the path and we're coming back. But along the path, something appears that was not there before. Two doors, one red, one white. In the middle says a sign. The sign says, one door, you can have anything you want. You'll be happy the rest of your life. And one door, Brian, you die. Jason, what do you do? What do we do?
I mean, can we not just go down the mountain? Do we have to go through the door?
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
Like, can I just walk around it?
You could walk around it.
I think
So
I will.
hold on. Let me get this straight. One door, we get everything we want, and we're happy. And the other
Rest of your
door,
life.
Brian dies.
No.
Is that
No.
what you said?
The person who walks through, because he was talking about dying and all the rest of the scenarios involve dying.
Why wouldn't we want everything we ever wanted? I want to walk through the door to give me everything I've ever wanted. There was
But
no
the
downfall for that.
But
we
you
don't know
know
which one is
which door.
I'm just gonna bypass the doors because I already got everything I want.
So either I get
I knew you
everything I
would
want
answer
and I'm
that.
happy, or Brian dies.
No, it's the person who walks through the door. It's not just Brian.
But
Yeah,
you said Brian dies. I'm going to take that chance. I mean, if we're killing each other, like, who cares, right?
No, I mean,
I like that idea.
Like, how do you?
I'll tell you what, I'll
do you
even
get
let
to know
Brian
what happens
before
by
I
watching
go.
the other person go first.
You're not going to know. You're just going to walk through and something's
Like,
going to happen.
Brian, you want me to go through the white door or the red door? This is your life on the line. Tell me what you want. I'm going through one of them.
it's like
So,
let's make a deal, but really more extreme.
so when I walk through and Brian just falls over, I can walk out and walk into the other one, right?
That's what
But
it sounds like.
I'm walking around.
I'm just going
I mean,
home,
'cause
bro.
You're seeing the sign and the absurdity of the sign whatsoever. You can't believe it. So, like, out of spite, guys, out of spite, I see this stupid sign and this stupid thing, and I'm going, this isn't real. This isn't real. And I'm opening a door. My suggestion, though, is if they're close enough, open both doors, and maybe there's a paradox and they can just cancel each other out or something. But I'm opening a door. I have
I
to.
say YOLO.
I have to. Because the sign told me that some dumb stuff was going to happen, so I have to do it.
It's like pushing that button.
Yes. It that button said muffins
push.
forever. I'm just going to press it. That
Don't
sounds
push.
ridiculous. The absurdity of the sign makes me want to walk through a door, so I have to go through a door. Y'all can walk around.
The worst thing that's going to happen is Brian's going to die. So
Yeah.
Look, you said everything I wanted, or Brian dies. Like, sounds like a
Man, I feel like I got everything I want in life, man. Like I don't need to.
I knew you'd say that.
I don't need to risk it for 50-50. I mean, money's not going to buy me anything more than what I got now. So
I never
but he
said
didn't
money.
say money. He said anything you want. So
no.
any
Anything you
ailments,
ever wanted.
injuries, all fixed. You can make you and your whole
Happy.
family live forever.
And be happy like for the rest. I didn't say forever, but whatever you ever wanted, I guess could include immortality, I
Us living
suppose.
forever. Yeah.
I mean, that's probably the only benefit out of that. Because I mean, just saying.
I'm walking through a door. I told you I'd let Brian
Walking
pick.
through a door too. Yeah.
Which one, bro? Red?
right.
I'm feeling red. Let's do it.
All right. Well, then the last one, Brian, I'm gonna give you this one just because of the uniqueness of it. All right, the 4 regular guys are all chilling at home. We're doing a live. We're having fun. When suddenly a newscast appears, there is a 1 mile wide golden staircase that leads into the sky. And after a month of exploration and trying to figure out where the stairwell goes, we don't know. It doesn't go into space. Satellites can't pick it up. It just kind of seems to disappear somewhere into the sky. And somebody with rich and powerful with a bunch of resources decides we're going to choose a recon mission and send somebody as close as we can to the stairs. We're going to have them walk up. The guy gets to the top, walks to, what seems to be the top of the stairs and disappears. Radio silence. We don't even know what happens to him. Then suddenly, a collective hive mind voice enters into everybody's brain on Earth that says, now that the first one has entered, all may enter. Earth is going to expire in 6 months. You have 5 months to decide whether to come because climbing up the stairs takes just on foot 1 month. Brian.
Can you guarantee that the world
There's
is
no
going to actually
guarantees.
end in 6 months?
No guarantees. You get what
just
you
have
get.
to believe the voice or not.
I mean, it did enter your consciousness without your permission and everyone's. It's golden. Does that make a difference?
I need to have a conversation with your wife, bro, because whatever LSD you've been taking lately, man, like you need some help, man. We need to get you in rehab. We need to have an intervention because you're like off the chain with these questions.
And maybe there could be some even deeper concerns because none of this was like drug induced. So there you go. But please, sir, answer the question. Do you? It could be. Do we go up these stairs, Brian?
I have no clue. I don't even know how to answer this.
Yes, that's what I want. Larry, do we walk up these stairs? Do you walk up these stairs?
Do I got people on the news saying that the world is going to end in 6 months? Do I got all the scientists in the world saying we're about to get struck by an asteroid? Sure. Then I guess I am. But like,
nope. You get what you get.
Then I'm just saying.
We did watch somebody walk up first. So that means there's other people there. It's just not us.
He's gone.
Yeah, but there's other people that heard this and now they're at the stairs.
Yeah. Yeah, you're going to get an opportunity if you wanted to see if some people had already entered, but you're not going to know the outcome. You're either trusting this hive mind voice and a golden stare, or you're not.
I mean, where the staircase ends, if the person didn't fall to their doom and they just disappeared into a void, I mean, and you're being told that the world's coming to an end. I mean, there might be a part of me as far as a father trying to protect my kids. Maybe I would do it, but at the same time, I must
Another
be.
non-answer.
I must be drink. They must have put LSD in our drinking water or something because I just don't understand.
I wouldn't do it. I
You'd
would take
say,
my chances. Yeah.
It seems
I
like
don't-
a 50-50 proposition again. And
I mean,
the
are
lazier
the
one is
billionaires? If I
down
see the
here.
billionaires doing it, maybe I consider it.
that's dumb. That's dumb logic.
Well, they're going to know something we don't. So
That's what I mean. Like they're gonna
They
know.
don't.
Oh, the Illuminati.
I'm
they're
just
going to be
saying,
privy to
all those
information. I'm not
people,
privy-
all these people probably have underground bunker cave resorts already built for themselves for when
Mark Zuckerberg's going up.
when things break down. Like
If they know something we don't. So if they're all taking that escalator up to wherever they're going, and I see that, I think I agree with Brian. That'd be the only way I go. If I see
I
a bunch of
definitely don't believe
Harrys
that.
and Pauls and Dick and Jan and everybody from the supermarket going up there, I'm not going to care. But if
You're
I
going to see that too.
if I see all the billionaires going, they know something I don't know.
You're going to
and
see
I'm going.
some. You're going to see some laymen go, and you're going to see some people stay behind. And those rich people, they don't know any better. This is out of nowhere. They're going
Nah,
into their bunkers though.
they'll
Whatever
know
bunkers
something.
they got.
They'll know something. I
Oh my
agree with
God, no.
Brian. They
They
will.
don't know nothing.
Yeah, they
It's
will.
delusional.
Absolutely. They
It's
know all
weird.
that stuff that's going to happen.
It's
maybe
such
it
a
would
weird,
just
weird
maybe it
thing.
would just depend on how the voice made me feel in that moment. But because it's not realistically happening right now, I couldn't give. I don't know, man. Like these are so absurd. I don't even know how to think about it.
So you're
Funny
saying that
scenario.
if the voice gave you a fuzzy feeling inside, like when a girl talks to you, then you would consider it based on the feeling?
Who said he gets
Is
a
that what
fuzzy
you're saying?
feeling when a girl talks
I
to
know, like, why are you making it sexual?
him?
I didn't say anything about sex. I just said butterflies. I'm just describing the butterflies.
I'm just saying, like, I don't even know how to, like, it has to feel real. If it feels like a real thing, like it feels like a legit, sincere voice talking to me, maybe I'd consider it. But like, if I'm just hearing things, I might be like, "Hey, can you check me into the mental facility because I'm hearing voices and I'm seeing
Everybody
staircases. I'm
everybody
hallucinating."
everybody can confirm they see stairs. It's newscasts everywhere. Everybody can confirm that they heard the voice because every person you talk to heard the
Yeah,
same.
you even got my wife over here with the arms crossed, like saying you're an idiot without saying it. I'm just joking. She didn't say that.
Doesn't mean I am.
Apparently, okay. The hypothetical question is there's a golden staircase, and you're gonna hear a voice that says the world's gonna end in 6 months, but you got 5 months to go walk up this staircase, and it takes you at least a month to walk up the staircase. Do you do it? Well, it looks like I'm not doing it, fellas. My wife said no, and I'm sticking with her.
Unless the billionaires go up there.
Unless the
then-
billionaires are going.
What if you
he's
see
gonna
all the
trump-
billionaires go up there? She says, no, we just chilling here. We rocking the last
I
6
agree
months.
with that. I'm chilling too because I don't know
Love
if
you,
there's a
babe.
meat grinder at the top of that thing. It could
Could
be
be.
like it could be
Could be a
an
meat
alien
grinder down
again.
here.
It's true, but at least I know what's down here. Anal probes could be up there.
Anal probes
definitely
can be
going up
here
now.
too.
I'm for sure gonna go up. Now, thanks.
You're gonna go now.
Anal probes? Yeah. Why wouldn't I skip that?
You know, Jason, do you go, Jason? Because you were the person I thought might say yes.
Sure, why not?
But for real? He's like 50-50. I don't know.
These are all hypotheticals, like, and there's risk or reward for either one.
Yeah, that's the point, is to play with the risk and rewards. And it could have a deeper meaning. I mean, um, for instance, uh, the door one was kind of, hey, if you choose a door, if you actively go and choose a door, then maybe you're not as satisfied with your life as you think you are, and you live with a bunch of deep regret. If you choose to go up the stairs, perhaps you're somebody who I was alluding to it when Brian was saying it, who's really feeling based, kind of gullible, and can be influenced with imagery and symbolism. Um, if you run from the dinosaur, maybe you're an idiot. You know, those kind of things.
Well, I think the dinosaur one is at least it's not like a true 50-50 because there's a lot of uncertainties. But these other ones is either it is or it isn't.
Well, the shark or whale or mosasaurus or whatever was in the water.
Yeah.
That's also an uncertainty.
But
The only 50-50s are the Stairway to
doors.
Heaven or wherever it's going to the sun, the space, a star.
I guess
meat grinder.
actually the doors, it's only a 33% chance because there's three options. Either you go down the mountain, you're good, you're good, you go back
Yeah.
to your life, or you have
walk
everything
through the one,
you
get everything
want.
you want, or you walk through the other one and die.
Yeah. Or you're denied. But the one going up the stairs is a true 50-50.
So you only have a 33% chance to risk Brian's life. You said Brian dies, so I'm just running with it.
Well, those were all the scenarios that I had. Dumb as they might be, they did get us talking.
For our one viewer.
Here's one. Do you take the red pill or the blue pill?
It depends. Did Morpheus come and get me?
Sure.
Then yeah, I'm taking whatever
The
pill
red
he
pill,
wants
you
me
get
to take.
anal probe once a month for the rest of your life. And the other pill, I don't forgot what I said the first pill was, but the other pill is you get an anal probe that doesn't be removed for one whole year, but you never have to do it again.
But the true question is the red pill or red pill, blue pill thing is: do you stay in the matrix or you choose to go out of the matrix? Right?
Yeah, and it's a probe that doesn't get released, that stays in there for a whole year, or one that you get one time a month for the rest of your life. But it's just one time it goes in and out, and then that's it.
What? Why is this? Why is
So
this?
you can have it in for an entire year, or it can be just a one-time thing once a month for the rest of your life. Which one are you doing? I don't care about their answers. You've been asking us all day. This is for you.
No, that why do I get the stupid one?
Hey, they're all stupid. Go ahead. Hey, there could be some deep meaning to this.
Yeah,
I'm just
that
kidding,
1
bro.
year,
I don't
that
care.
1 year sounds painful, bro. Just consistent.
I'm just kidding. I don't care. Unless they want to answer it, then I guess they can if they want to.
I missed the
I know,
question.
but
I was responding to a work thing.
It didn't matter. I was mostly just poking fun at Roy.
Yeah, he was just
with
poking
his
fun.
scenario questions.
But I do stay in. I think I do stay in the matrix, though. I think I don't come out.
I mean, aren't we already there?
No.
Yeah, technically.
Technically not.
Yeah. You live in the
No.
matrix.
If I don't get to experience my kids and my wife going into the real world, then I probably stay in the matrix.
Right.
Because I'm not
That's
giving
the whole
them up.
thing.
I'll let Neo fight the battle and solve everything to where we all come out at the same time, but I'm not giving them up.
That's not how that ended, by the way.
I know. I'm just hypothetically talking out my ass.
Right.
You know what else is there for Roy? A probe.
Yeah,
For an entire year.
It's better than every month. You dread it.
I don't know,
Anxiety would get to you.
We've talked about anal probe a little too much today in this episode. I hope you edit most of that out.
I
we
mean,
might draw in the wrong kind of audience here.
Hey, more views are more views. It doesn't matter how.
Whoa. Disagree.
Let's not turn
Disagree.
this into a four guys OnlyFans.
Hey, that might work. Actually, the males don't get as much money as the females.
Of course
Well,
not.
when you start probing, you let us know what kind of money you get. I'm not doing it.
What if your 80-year-old self comes back with a time machine and a sports almanac for the next 30 years? You use it?
Take an almanac.
You could create a paradox, though.
Straight Back to the Future.
You could become evil Biff.
What was it? I was going to say Biff or whatever. I was trying to think of what his first name was.
Biff. Yeah, no, that sounds great. Give me that almanac.
I think everybody's a yes on that one.
Yeah. Well, that's fun. All right. Well, we're an hour and 20 minutes in. I'm going to cut the live off. And for
You don't
regular
have any other
guys,
football stuff to talk about?
I mean, if you got something, but I ran out of the free agency stuff because there wasn't a lot that we hadn't already discussed. Yeah, we had already
Yeah, we
discussed
could
so
have
much.
hypothetically football talked, but okay, dinosaur chasings,
Hey,
shark
spaghetti at the wall.
attacks,
Spaghetti at the wall.
multiple universes.
Multiple universes.
Golden
I never said
Stairs.
multiple universe. Never
Isn't
said
there a
multiple
movie that
universe.
has something like that with the Golden Stairs? I feel like I've seen a movie with that. With some stairs that are golden that you have to walk up. I feel like there's a movie I've seen with this.
I didn't steal it from a movie. Every single one of these was on a motorcycle ride. That's it. I came up with them. Sim. Yeah, I don't know about no golden staircase. Collective hive mind though. That's in a lot of movies, right?
Yeah. You definitely go the other direction. I think that's proven.
All right, well, let me stop the stream. For regular guys, we're out.